and welcome to episode 2 of At Home with the DINKs. Thank you to the friends and family and strangers who may have watched our first episode. Those fries were really good. Very, very few regrets. I won't say no regrets, but few regrets. What goes better with French fries than ketchup? Which leads us to our second episode.
We've got an interesting array for you today. We looked at the brands that were available to us in our local grocery store. We didn't do any crazy flavors of ketchup, no spicy ketchup for this episode. This is just typical run-of-the-mill ketchup. We have 5 contenders today. We have HEB, because we're here in Texas. We have Great Value, which is Walmart's brand. We have Heinz and Hunts, probably the 2 most common, I would think, brands of ketchup.
And then we're giving Whataburger a chance for redemption.
We're really hoping that Whataburger's fries, shortcomings in our last episodes will be redeemed by our blind? Is that the right word?
Yeah, we're going to do things very similar to last week. We are going to taste the 5, talk about them a little bit, and then this time we're just going to rank which one's the best and which one's the worst. We're going to simplify things, get rid of all those point values. No math in this episode.
Who's got time for that?
It's ketchup.
Let's talk about ketchup qualities. What's important in a ketchup when you're eating? Typically you're not going to be eating ketchup by itself, right? You're going to be eating it with fries or tots or...
This is a different kind of experiment just because this is not the way you normally eat ketchup. Well, normal people, this is not the way we normally eat ketchup.
Not that we're saying we're normal by any means, clearly.
I like thickness. It has to be thick enough to stay on it. I mean, the old school commercials with the jar and you had to... all the different tricks of getting the ketchup out of the bottle. It's got to have that thick consistency.
Well, maybe on that line, I don't want the water. You know what I'm saying? When you open up the bottle and you get that first little bit that comes out of the ketchup bottle and there's that liquid on top. Ugh, gross. Thickness, yes, but then also I gave all of the bottles a good shake before they were presented here as well.
And again, just like the French fries, they look pretty similar, same color.
Yeah. They're all holding up. So they've been scooped onto a plate, and I'm surprised at how much they're staying in a scoop. They really haven't melted into a pool of ketchup. So I'm not sure if that's really the nature of the tomatoes that go into the ketchup or if they put something in the ketchup to give it that consistency. We might look at the ingredients later to find out. I think also the flavor of the ketchup is important too. Yep. I have had ketchups before where I thought, ooh, it's a little bit on the sweet side, which maybe that's not too bad if you're just eating fries or tater tots or something, but some recipes call for ketchup too, like meatloaf, for example, barbecue sauce. When I make that calls for ketchup. And if
hamburgers.
As
a topping? Yeah, it goes.
Who puts ketchup on a hamburger?
Me.
Separate conversation,
another debate,
I guess. Yes, big debate. So yes, I think it's got to have that good balance of sweet and tanginess from the vinegar without being too much either direction.
Sometimes you want that sweetness to offset the saltiness of whatever you're eating.
We're getting into the weeds here on the ketchup. Do you remember Meet Me in St. Louis, the movie from, with Judy Garland? The opening scene, I think, is they're making ketchup, and everybody comes in and tastes the ketchup and has something, a criticism to say. Oh, it's too sweet. Oh, it's too sour. And anyway, we'll see how that goes today.
We'll see.
Where do you want to start?
Let's start on my end this time. Last time we started on your end. This time, let's
mix it up.
Start on my end. We're not going to be eating as much of this as the French fries.
We were so sick of French fries, y'all.
See, I'm smelling it first.
Tastes like ketchup. It's not very sweet. Tastes like ketchup.
How do you even taste this? It tastes like ketchup. Maybe this episode wasn't a good idea.
It doesn't have very much dimension to it. It's pretty...
It's basic.
Yeah, it's very basic. It tastes like tomato. I don't really get much sweetness from it. I don't get... It is tangy. I'll give it that. Okay. I think we agreed on competitor number 1.
1.
It's okay, but we also learned from our first video not to be too critical on number 1. So I think we're going to put it right in the middle.
Let's do it below because we're going to be moving them around.
Sure.
I have a feeling that's not where it's going to stay.
Are we worried about cross-contaminating these spoons? Do we need to switch each time?
I think we should.
Oh boy.
I think we should. Just to go back. Okay, here's
All right.
this next one. All right.
Number 2.
1 versus 2. To me, it looks a little darker.
It does.
I don't know if that's the light or...
Yeah, it looks pretty smooth too.
Oh, it has a different smell.
Very different. Who'd have thunk?
Smells more like a spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, it's got, I would say, a lot more depth of flavor to it.
Oh, yeah, that's very different.
Yeah. More vinegary. Just more interesting. Got some sweetness at the end.
More spicy? Not spicy as in hot, but just spices.
I like that a lot. Let's talk about competitor number 2.
2.
Wow. I would say, as ketchups go, of the 2 we've tasted, dramatically better.
Gourmet ketchup,
Yeah.
if you will. I don't feel confident putting it as the number 1, but it's better than...
It's better than yellow.
It's better than yellow.
Okay. Okay.
3.
Let's try a third one. This one looks like it's got more texture to it. It looks grittier, maybe?
Not
Or
as
just
dark
thicker?
as the last one. It smells like this one. It smells like the first one.
Oh, it's a lot sweeter. That's very sweet.
Oh my. I like sweet things.
I like it.
This is almost too sweet.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, if you're going to eat something by itself, I think this one is much more like a pizza sauce almost.
I disagree. This to me tastes like fast food ketchup.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I like that one better than the first one.
I don't. I don't like that sweetness. I know, irony, but
No wonder he likes me.
mm-mm.
All
That-
right. So is that in position 4 then?
Put them in a tie for 3.
Okay, we'll have a run.
Again, it's our show. We can do whatever we want.
We do have a tiebreaker
Ah, we do. Special surprise.
surprise that we can try if
Yeah.
we need to.
All right, this one to me doesn't look as thick as the other contenders.
Honestly, they look very similar.
They do.
To say that one looks different than the other is really splitting
This
hairs,
one
I would
is
say.
far and away
The best we've
the
had.
best
so
we've
far.
had.
Yeah. Oh,
There's no smell.
I don't like that at all.
There
I mean,
is.
it tastes like ketchup, don't get me wrong. But it's not interesting at all.
There's no flavor.
Yeah.
You're right.
No, that's a clear loser so far.
What's the point?
Did they actually use tomatoes when making it?
I don't know what happened with this one.
Okay,
There's
I
no flavor. There's no scent. There's nothing going on
We're
with
in
that.
agreement this is losing?
Yeah, I would put that as 5
All
right
right.
now. I don't know how it can be worse. Well, I mean, bad flavor could be worse than no flavor.
Yeah, it's not bad. It just doesn't taste like very much.
There's
anything.
no point. Just eat your food. I mean,
All right, number 5.
Number
Let's
5.
see. Go ahead. We're digging into this ketchup soup over here.
well, that's a strong smell. Woo.
It's pretty good. I don't think it's as good as that one,
No.
but I think it's better than these 2. I think these 2 are now tied for 4.
It's very smooth. There's nothing.
Oh, it is. It is. It's glossy.
Yeah, there's nothing that makes it stand out, but it's not overly sweet. It's not underly sweet.
Underly sweet.
Underly sweet.
Defining new words here on At Home
Hey,
with
if
the
Shakespeare could do it, why not? I'm going to go ahead and cross-contaminate.
Okay.
I'm going to go
I think we
back
can agree
to
that dark
this
blue
one.
is probably 1. And I think we agree that green is 5.
That one is the strongest flavor, but I don't know that I like that flavor.
I don't like that one.
Is that the one that you did like?
I like this one.
I know, but of these two.
Oh. Actually, I think I like that one better.
I like that one second
Yes,
best.
I do too.
There's nothing spectacular, but again, with ketchup, you don't want it to necessarily dominate the dish. You still want to taste whatever it's on.
Yeah.
That one would blend in, I think.
One thing we haven't talked about yet is guessing who we think these might be. Is there one that you're rooting for?
I don't know that there's one I'm rooting for. I think this one is going to be, I think Heinz or Hunts, just because maybe Hunts. Because to me it tastes almost pizza-y.
And you associate that with Hunts for some reason? Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm definitely rooting for either Whataburger or HEB because I'm a Texas girl and I gotta root for my state.
I hate to say it, I think this one is Whataburger.
Breaking my heart.
Not, again, by itself it's bad. On French fries, probably much, much better.
Have you heard the theory about the different Whataburger ketchups? So on the packages of ketchup that you get at Whataburger, the little squares, there's a little number. I think it's from 1 to 5 or something like that. I've heard a theory that the number has a significance.
I don't know anything about this.
Perhaps regarding the amount of salt that's in it, or maybe the amount of sweetness that's in it, but I've heard a theory that the number makes a difference. So I don't know where that would put this particular jar of ketchup, but that might be another experiment to try.
I think the green is the great value.
Oh, you're wanting Walmart to be lowest.
Well, it is one of the
economy line.
The economy line,
Okay.
exactly. It's
Got
not
it.
the premier. For instance, the HEB, we did go with the select ingredients ketchup. Fancy.
Did we want to make sure that we're in agreement about flavor on food?
Let's do it.
I will say, when it comes to ketchup, I probably don't have a very strong opinion on brand, unlike some of the other things that I would typically buy from the grocery store. I wouldn't say that there's one that I definitely always go to. So I'm excited to see who our winner is today. Did you just eat one without ketchup? Like a kid in a candy store, I tell you. All right, so we think that blue is probably our winner. Let's confirm that with food, huh? Pretty good.
Good dollop.
And our runner-up was this one.
It complements. Really?
I'm gonna say
Uh-huh.
this one is tangier, and with the tots, that tanginess adds another dimension.
It does.
I don't know that I'm willing to change.
I'm not willing to change it.
Okay. Well, then let's find out.
For the sake of argumentation, I'm just gonna munch on the rest of them while we're figuring things out.
For science. So let's start at the end. Green, our least favorite.
Yes.
Oh, HEB. I'm so sorry.
It's not good. It doesn't taste like anything.
Yeah. I mean, you guys know I'm very loyal to my HEB, but, you can't win them all. That's in position 5.
So disappointing. HEB.
Number 4. Let's see. It is Hunts.
Okay.
Well,
I was a little bit off on my theory.
theory is a little off. Not our favorite. Not bad. We should say none of these were bad.
It says thicker and richer. It's the same thickness as all of the others to me.
Another point. These two, the HEB and the Hunts, both say specifically on the label, no fructose corn syrup added. None of the others say that. So maybe you need the high fructose corn syrup.
Maybe.
Okay. Number 3 is yellow.
And no, we're not paid by the corn industry. Although if the corn industry would like to sponsor us.
Come sponsor us.
Okay. Yellow. This is great value.
Ooh.
Great value.
Nice run-of-the-mill in the middle of the road.
In other words, a great value. No.
Guys.
Blue
All right.
is your end over there. This is our second favorite.
And we liked it better with food.
Heinz.
Which means, y'all, so Heinz in second place. Good job, Heinz. We liked you. But in our redemption episode, yay! First place, Whataburger. That's excellent news. We talked last time on our French fry episode. We were surprised that their fries did not do better at Whataburger.
Maybe that's why we like their fries so much, because the ketchup is so good.
Bobby had this theory, and today I think the science shows that
that's
theory
not the right one, is
justified.
it? It's this one, isn't it? This one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's almost a peppery... There's some kind of complex flavor going on here that is...
We are really analyzing this stuff for you guys.
It's fantastic.
So Whataburger has a spicy ketchup, which is usually the one that I would get.
Yes.
If you're going to go to Whataburger, you may as well get their fancy spicy ketchup.
Right.
There's also a sriracha style ketchup that was very tempting, but I didn't think it would be a fair...
It's not a fair fight.
Yeah. But that would be a good follow-up to this.
And that's episode 2. If you watched episode 1, thanks for watching. Hopefully we did better the second time around. This is fun. This is a lot of fun getting to taste food with a wonderful person.
Thanks for hanging in there with us while we're learning as well. And now you know that's what the dinks think.